Okay, so the painting t-shirt's on, which means we're going to be doing some DIY. We hate these doors. We do not like these doors. They're cheap, they're nasty, they're just old looking and not really our vibe. So we are going to refurb the doors basically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roughly sand it down, and then I'm going to chuck a primer on it so that like the paint will adhere to it, and then we're going to paint it grey, and it's going to look so much better than it does now. I'm just going to show you what the door looks like now, like close up, just so that you can see like the effect of it at the moment, because we kind of like the wood effect on it. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see. Got paint on my hands. So it has like this textured grain to it, and I don't think these doors are wood. I think they're literally just like hollow with like a wood effect to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the handle off. I'm going to give it a very slight sand just to like rough up the shininess of it, because I don't want to sand it too much to get rid of this grain. And then I'm going to prime it, let that dry, and then give it a couple of coats of a grey colour. We want it quite a dark grey, darker than our walls, so that they're kind of like a little bit of a contrast. So let us just get on and prep this door, because prepping is the most boring bit. So I'm just going to get that out of the way now. But firstly, I need to take off the handle. I think we're going to change the handles on it as well, because these are just cheap, nasty ones. I've already painted the door frame, so that's fine. What you want to do though is make sure you've got a doorstop or something in the way of the door. I've just like put a paint pot there, and I've got a doorstop in the way as well, just in case the door shuts, because you haven't got a handle then to open it, and then it's kind of a bit of a struggle to get out. Because if the latch is still in there, like this bit, you're going to get stuck. And now I'm going to sand it down just with a really light sandpaper. This is 240 grit, and I'm just going to give it like a really soft buff. Once you've done the sanding, sorry about the light change, it's gone dark outside because I've done all the doors, but now I've sanded all the doors, I'm just going to go through with like a damp microfiber cloth and wipe over all the dust, like get all the dust off of it. So I'm going to get all the dust off of it, let them dry, and then I'm going to prime them. Okay, so we've moved on into the bathroom, and I'm going to show you on this door because it's like really dark in the lounge. So I'm going to show you on this door. So I've sanded it and I've wiped off the dust with the microfiber cloth. I'm going to prime it, and I'm using this one which I got from Screwfix, which is just a quick dry primer undercoat. What I do with this is I want a really thin coat of it just for the paint to adhere to it. I don't want the paint to get too thick on the doors because I'm worried it will start peeling. So I literally dip my paintbrush like straight into this pot, slap it on the door really roughly, and then I'll use this, which is pretty much dry, and I'll like really push it into the grain of the wood on the door, so that it just gives it like a light coating for the paint to adhere to. Like really rough with it, and it's just how it works for me. So let's go. Are you eating more biscuits?
No.
Lemon slices?
No.
You're lying. Door is all primed. This is what it looks like now. And I've like proper pushed all the primer into the grain so it still shows through. Then I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna put the next coat on. And then the next coat's gonna be our colour coat. This is the paint we are using. Johnson's in Steel Smoke in Soft Sheen. And this is actually just like a wall paint, but you know, we're gonna see if it works. It seems to be working okay. This is a prime door, and now I'm gonna put the grey on it. honey. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
So, this... I'll show you this one because it's kind of dry. This is what it looks like with one coat. You see on this one. So that's one coat. And then, it's a bit dark in it, you can't really see. This door here has 2 coats. Oh, it looks so good. Thinking we may either do our other second coats a bit thicker or maybe put a third coat on, because it is still a tiny bit streaky, but it's so nice. I'm gonna get some black handles on it as well. It's gonna be so good. So it's like super late now and we have to get these doors done because our carpet's coming tomorrow and we don't want to paint them when our carpet's here because we don't want to get it on our carpet, so we're gonna probably be up till like 4 AM painting doors. It is the next morning. I've left the doors, that's the doors. I left the doors to dry overnight. We put 2 coats on it last night. We thought that we'd need a third coat, and I mean they look fine as they are, but when like the light shines on them, you can see that they do need another coat. So I'll show you what they look like, but they look so much better than they did. So this is how it looks now. Obviously we need to buy handles to put back on them. I think it's gonna need another coat because can you see there's like still streakiness on it, and I think one more coat will do it. We can't do it right now because we're gonna have our carpet come in and it's a bit of a pain because we wanted to get it done before our carpet come, but because we didn't want to get it on our carpet obviously. But that's not going to happen now because we can't have wet doors while they're laying the carpet. But we got so much done last night. We was up until like 2 in time for the carpet to come. But we still have to do another coat. So at least the main bit's done. It just needs literally one more coat. They are looking so good. Look how much better that looks. Wow. But yeah, you can see they do need one more coat. And one more coat will do it very well. It seems to be sitting on it okay. I was worried because the lady in the shop told us we shouldn't use wall paint, which obviously makes sense, not for that material. But I'd sanded them down, I'd primed them, and I thought the wood and metal paint came in like tins like this big, and we would have needed like 8 tins to be able to do our doors. It seems to be sticking really well, and I hope it lasts because it looks so nice. It doesn't seem to be like, I was worried it might like peel or something, but it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be sticking really well. We went for like a mid sheen, so it's kind of matte, but then it's got like a very slight sheen to it. But I just think they look so good. Carpet's coming soon, cannot wait. There's them all. Lovely job. So we have now done 3 coats of paint on the doors. Let me show you. So this is our 3rd coat, and you can see how much better it is now. There's like no streaking, no nothing, and it looks, oh, they look so amazing compared to how they started out. Like how much better does that look? Done the side bits as well. Oh, they look so good. So guys, these are our completed doors with handles and everything. So these are the handles that you saw that we bought. This is a completed door. We still have to put the handles on the other doors. But how much better does that... Oh, ow. How much better? Ignore this trash over here. But how much better does that look? Oh, it looks so good. Yes. And you can obviously still see all the grain in the wood, which I just think it looks so much better. These are the handles. So they're like matte black. I love them so much. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.